Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store. Closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Opening November 25th in Lincoln at 12th and O.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at his shoulder. Look at his shoulder. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakoven.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
I got kind of weak there at the end.
Hey, you did your breathing today, Terrell.
No, me and Bach is sitting down like two great employees. We was ready. We've been sitting here for like 2 or 3 minutes.
About time you guys got on your game. You look like you're ready for your A game today. Are you?
Ready, set, go.
That's right.
Just want to make sure you guys are with me today because we got all types of stuff to talk about today. We're not just talking Nebraska football. We're going to talk a little bit of LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Who's the GOAT? We'll talk all kind of stuff. You're talking about Air Norland. Oh my goodness. We'll talk a little bit about these quarterbacks that are coming out. Sam Levitt. What's going on? All these people stuck in the portal. You better be wary about jumping in the portal. You better have a place to go before you get into the portal. Now, quarterbacks to Nebraska, we'll talk that. But I want to start by talking about recruiting and how important recruiting is. And do you guys know how many players out of the 2020 class, which was just a short 3 years ago, how many of those guys are still on the roster?
Probably 4.
I mean, let's just look at this thing, all right? Turner Cochran, still there, okay? Mm-hmm. 4-star. Xavier Betts, not there, 4-star. Nadab Joseph, not there, 4-star. Keyshawn Green, not there, 4-star. Henry Gray, not there, 4-star. Omar Manning finished his career decently, JUCO guy. Jaden Francis, not there, 4-star. Marcus Fleming, not there, 4-star. Hold up a minute. All those 4 stars, with the exception of the JUCO kid and Turner Cochran and Xavier Best. Guess where they're from?
Omaha.
Nope. You would think. Nope. Come on, Bob.
Can you say that question again?
So, of all the recruits that I just named, this is not everybody, but I just named the majority. I named all of the 4-star recruits.
Yeah.
All but 3 of the 4-star recruits we got in 2020 were from where? They're from the same state.
Florida?
Florida.
The old Scott Frost connection to Florida.
So think about this for a minute. There's somebody who just won the Nagurski, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who? What's his name?
Well, he was one of the biggest misses in that class, Xavier Watts.
Where's he from?
Omaha.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just simply telling you guys that this is, when you look at recruiting classes and the majority of your recruiting class, especially from a Nebraska guy, is from out of state. This same 2020 class, how many players were from the state of Nebraska? Come on, Terrell. Terrell, go first.
7.
No. Bob, don't
I
cheat.
know, I know Xavier Betts was in there. I'll go with 4.
No, 2.
2.
And like 20 walk-ons. Ty Hahn, number 2, bunch of guys that are actually playing this past year. We're all walk-on guys. No scholarship players. Let me keep going, Terrell, because I think we've got, I'll go down the line. Alante Brown was in there, gone. Fadarius Payne, gone. Logan Smothers, gone. Hutch Monster, still there. Savion Morris, gone. Marvin Scott, gone. Marquise Black, gone. Jamari Butler, we hung on to. Alex Kahn, gone. Will Nixon, is he still there?
No.
Oh, okay. Blaise Gunnerson. Did he get in the portal?
He just retired, basically, from football. Too many injuries.
Oh, okay. Blaise Gunnerson retired. Nico Cooper, gone. Blaise Gunnerson now, at this point, gone early. Maga Clemens, is he still there?
No.
Outside linebacker, gone. Ronald Delancey III, is he there?
No.
Gone. Jordan Raleigh.
No. Transfer to Oregon.
Taman Lyman is still there. Isaac Gifford is still there. Zach Sklegler, or whatever his name is, I don't think he's still there. So of your entire class, I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys from the 2020 class, an ESPN number 6 class, 7 4-stars, 16 3-stars. You got 4 guys remaining off that class. That's why you can't build. If you don't recruit and keep the guys in the stable, then what happens is you always have turnover of new guys. Nobody gets a chance to feel what the system is. And so in order to be a great team, you have to have a system. The system has to be tried and true over time, meaning a 1993 true freshman, Vershawn Jackson, couldn't even sniff the field at Nebraska. I could play on scout team. 94, couldn't sniff the field at Nebraska. I can play on scout team. 95, you have one option. You can help us at tight end because we need help. Okay. And then once we get into the system, everything else falls into place. Well, now I'm playing. Now I want to go harder. Now I'm number 2 for lifter of the year in 96. And then in 97, I'm a team captain. So things you want to grow your guys. You don't want to just go get them 1-year hits, 2-year hits that don't conform, that they left their school for a reason. I'll shut up and let you guys chime in.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think, obviously that's a long-term goal. Things are getting more and more difficult to do that in the transfer portal era. It's not a particularly good class, the 2020 class, as far as keeping guys aboard. For what it's worth, Hutmaker and Isaac Gifford. I mean, they did have a few hits out of that class that are still around. And in most any classes, if you like a hit rate of 50%, I mean, you're just not going to get the stars out of every recruit that you have. So that Scott Frost era, obviously the Florida connection, like you said, never seemed to really work out. But in my mind, when you look at this, obviously the stinger of this is now Xavier Watts. And Xavier Watts was an excellent story of a guy that stuck at Notre Dame, went from position to position, played offense, played linebacker, and finally got a chance to start this year and led the nation in interceptions and won the Nagurski Award. Interestingly enough, not a finalist for the Thorpe Award, which is the defensive back of the year. So that's kind of interesting. But what kind of strikes me about this is now where do you put Xavier Watts in like the homegrown Huskers or homegrown Nebraska players that now left the state and had success elsewhere, because there's an ever-growing list of that, it seems like. In the last couple of years, you think of the Harrison Phillips and the Noah Fants. I mean, he's got to be up there. I mean, I don't know if I'd put him right up there with Gale Sayers, but I mean, these lists, it's kind of tough. And obviously that year, if you remember, it was basically try to get the Xavier Betts and Xavier Watts out of Omaha. And you went 1 out of 2 on it. And we thought, well, okay, well, obviously, it took a while. It took a while to get there, but obviously now you're at the point where you might have got the wrong one, I suppose. Obviously, you'd want both of them.
But think about this logistically. Now, Terrell went to JUCO in Kansas, right? That was the first time you faced true cold. You're going to get these guys from Florida to come play in the rough, rugged, and raw weather at Nebraska. And you think they're going – there's just so many other guys. Here, let me make a point real quick. And then, Terrell, I want to hear your side of this. Okay, in 1993, my recruiting class, I'm just going to go through it really, really quick, okay? So you had Matt Aiden from Omaha, did not finish. Eric Alford, of course, he finished. Eric Anderson, Eric Alford, two-time, or at least a 2-time national champ, right? Eric Anderson, 3-time national champ from Nebraska. Michael Booker, 2-time national champ. Oceanside, California, finished. Lance Brown, 3-time national champ from Nebraska. Papillion La Vista. Tim Carpenter, 3-time national champ. These are all people who came in as freshmen now, okay? Leslie Dennis, 3-time national champ, got hurt, finished as a graduate assistant. Josh Heskew, 3-time national champ from Oklahoma. Rashawn Jackson, 3-time. Jason Jenkins, 2-time, JUCO. But he finished. Sean Noster did not finish. So right now, we got 2 guys on this roster that did not finish at Nebraska. Rodney Pearcoats, tight end, didn't finish. Jason Peter, 3-time national champ. Lawrence Phillips, 2-time national champ. Freddie Pollard, 3-time national champ. Justin Stevens from Bradenton, Florida, didn't finish. Aaron Taylor, 3-time national champ. Shane Wells, kicker from Odessa, Texas, got his career retired by Chris Brown. So he didn't finish. That was 5. Jamel Williams, 2-time national champ. Ramon Worthy, running back from New Jersey, didn't finish. John Zadiska, 3-time national champ from Nebraska. How many we got that left?
Was that 6 or 7?
Ramon Worthy, 2-time national title, though. You got to say it like that.
You're right. Ramon Worthy got a ship.
Yeah. One.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.
But he didn't. But my point of making this is he didn't finish. I'm saying out of our class, 5 people left. The flip side of 2020 is out of that class, 5 people stayed. You get it? Does it make sense to you? Terrell, come on, chime in.
Well, the thing I see about it is it's the NCAA fault. I mean, you make it easy for these kids to do this thing because it could be a one and done. I don't like it here. Let's go back somewhere else. Let's start over the recruitment process. Now, the thing is about the freshmen, though, I mean, you recruit them and and we make so much noise about these super freshmen. If they don't want to, if they don't like it, if they don't play, they leave. But, you know, in the same time, you still got players that been on this team, like Rashawn said, for 4 years that stuck with it. And that's the thing the NCAA made it. It's just I think the rule should be one time and you're done. One transfer and that's it. And stick it out. I mean, if you're going to make it easy for them, and then some kids never get out the portal. They just stuck there.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, won't they make a portal team up?
That'd be good.
I mean, if you go ahead, bro.
No, but I'm just saying it's just crazy how you allow this to continue every year with the transfer portal. It's 1,000 this year already so far. What is it going to be after the rest of the teams play the rest of the year? What about and the list go and it gets bigger and bigger. I seen one list I sent you, Rashawn. Somebody has 14 kids in there, and Cincinnati got a whole bunch of kids. And why is the question? I mean, why did you sign in the first place?
I think it's the same reason why Alabama made it into the playoffs and Florida State didn't. Same reason. I mean, to me, it's unfortunately it's money. That's the number one cause of all of this. All those guys think that they're going to go and get a better deal. And in the case of Jacquez Yant, who they are playing, they won the championship. So Jock left here and went 11-1 and won the championship, and they're playing in the bowl game, I guess. And so my point is saying that, and he still would rather be at Nebraska. Why? Because the amenities, all the goodies that come with Nebraska. Now, if you could just match the goodies with the play, that's the $50 million question.
Yeah.
So so you saying Florida A&M hot tub is just a tub sitting outside in the sun, huh?
Yeah, you know when they had an ice tub,
yeah,
it's sitting out in the Florida sun out there. The ice tub. By the time they get in it, it's water. You know, ours is sitting underneath the stadium. It's still cold.
By the way, and I think all of this too is we're talking about how the NCAA. I mean, it doesn't really have a handle on things, you know, and all these transfers and guys jumping in the portal to make money. Within the last hour, Ross Dellinger of Yahoo Sports and Nicole Auerbach of The Athletic both reported the NCAA president, Charlie Baker, sent a letter to Division I members outlining a planned proposal that would allow high-resource schools the chance to opt into a subdivision of Division I schools that could pay athletes directly through NIL agreements and trust funds. So they're looking to kind of get a hold of this. This would be direct pay for play, direct NIL deals through the school. And you got to figure if that's kind of that sounds like the future of college football. It has to be organized. And so that doesn't sound like the past of college football. That doesn't sound like what people grew up with. And it's obviously getting into the professional realm there, but at least then you could kind of have a hold of what's going on, and it wouldn't feel, I mean, it would still be a bidding war, but it'd be a little bit more organized, I suppose.
Well, they need to put a cap on it. You know, I think it should be like, hey, just $1 million cap. That's it for the top players. And, you know, you base it off that. I bet you if you put a cap on it, the transfer portal will, instead of 1,000, probably have about 100 in there. So it needs to be cap wise for the sake of college football.
Yeah.
Because we're losing it right now.
Well, you need it. That's the thing. I mean, we can call it a professional sports league. It doesn't have a commissioner. It doesn't have a salary cap. I mean, it's missing a lot of the things that hold these professional sports leagues together, and that's why it is the Wild Wild West right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, the real question is who makes the decisions at the NCAA? Who's voting on this stuff? Who is the NCAA? Who's behind? You know, who's behind it? If you're telling me that they don't have a board and all of this stuff, how do they make these decisions?
Well, Charlie Baker, again, is the president. I mean, they've got, you know, higher ups within the organization, but they clearly over the last several years have shown that they don't have as much control as they thought they once did. And the conference commissioners and TV, you know, executives seem to have a little bit more hold of the sport than what the NCAA does. And again, that's no more proven than college football playoff based off TV ratings, based off, you know, what's going to be the best game ahead rather than who earned the playoff spot.
So it's just a bunch of guys with names just getting paid for nothing.
Yep.
That's it.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's it.
I mean, the bottom line is if they don't get this figured out, I think this will completely ruin college football. You can't have any continuity with turnover. You just can't. I mean, I heard today, some people talking about Nebraska football only having one person in the transfer portal. Well, which starter that plays for Nebraska you think would be dumb enough to jump into the transfer portal? Who? Give me a name that would jump in.
Might have lost connection there with Rashawn. I disagree with him. I mean, I think there are guys. I mean, I wouldn't say too many on offense, obviously, but there are guys like Ty Robinson, Nash Hutmaker. These are the top ends, but those guys could get some good offers, some good money in the portal, and then those are kind of your top end guys. But I think guys with playing experience at Nebraska, at least you can put some film on. It's not. I don't think it's that bad off that there would be no interest from anybody at Nebraska in the portal. I think there's a few guys that could play.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. Probably about 4 to 5 of them, But that's a good thing for Nebraska because you want to try to build, but you still need help, and that's the thing that I don't understand. But I guess we'll talk about this later when we do bring up the conversation on Nebraska and the portal. But we have to just, I don't know, Bob. Let's just wait for the captain to come back.
Yeah, we lost connection with the captain. We'll see if we can get him back. But we got plenty more college football to talk. Just sports in general. Lots going on. So let's take a quick break here on the captain. We'll be right back after these messages.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This is Rick Heyman from Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to our new outlet jewelry store at 12th and O in downtown Lincoln. Amazingly, we still have fabulous items we bought 1 year ago and beyond. Well, you know what an outlet store is. Unbeatable prices throughout the store. Closeouts up to 70% off. Don't delay. When it's gone, it's gone. You won't see everything on our website, so you gotta come in. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Opening November 25th in Lincoln at 12th and O.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered. Whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the holiday season is upon us. And wow, do we have some really awesome incentives to share with you. Right now at Koppel, we're offering 0.9% interest rates or $6,000 off select Chevrolet and GMC models. Yes, you heard right, 0.9% or $6,000 off select new models. In addition, Costco customers can get special incentives for this entire month. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus with approved credit.
Hey, it's Chad with the Nutrition Authority inviting you to stop in and check out the all-new complete post-workout recovery, CPR. CPR is ideal for anyone who works out or competes and wants to maximize results. CPR can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today and try a free sample or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. As we celebrate our 40th anniversary, which started in Hastings in 1983, I often reflect on the Lincoln men's stores no longer here. They are McGee's, Ben Simons, Landon's, Rothschild, Sir Winston, Post and Nickel, Ragman, Murray's, Miller and Payne, and Joseph A. Bank. You know where I'm coming from. Gary Michaels has been battle tested, and we are committed to serve Nebraskans as your premier store for men for many years to come. Gary Michaels Clothiers, 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today, with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I heard you say you didn't agree with me, Bach.
What's that?
I said I heard you say you didn't agree with me.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few guys that would get some interest in the portal. There'd be a few guys that get lost if they all just jumped in, but
who would get? I said that's not a non-starter.
Oh, I thought you said starters.
No, anybody that's not starting. Who would get into the transfer portal and be a successful transfer portal person? Nobody. I don't even think the starters. I don't even think there's any starters really, besides probably Jamari in your corner, that people would actually be like, yeah, we'll take them for sure. Jamari Butler for sure. Now there's guys I think that lesser teams would take, but you're not making a lateral move leaving Nebraska. None of them. Nobody there can make a lateral move, I don't believe, leaving Nebraska right now.
Hupmaker and Ty Robinson those are guys that I would, again, those are pillars that you're building on moving forward. I think if just about anybody would take those size defensive linemen that are that disruptive.
They got 1 year.
All right.
So what team you gonna go to Purdue? Kansas? Where you going?
I'm not sure where the interest would be. I think there would be anybody with a hole on the defensive line, which I'm sure there are plenty across the nation, might be interested in those two fellas.
One hit wonder is not a good look. That's the problem. That's the one thing I really love about Coach Rule saying, I'm not looking to just go build a team with the portal. I don't think you can. I think you can get key pieces with the portal, but to go out and try to build your team with portal guys, when you got guys right here in your backyard that could help you win, doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me because no portal guy, since the portal's open for the most part, except for, I got to say it, the guys that Mickey and them brought in, them were some good portal guys. And if we could have kept them around, I think we would have been all right. But you got to build continuity, man. You can't have the turnover that we've had and expect to win. You can go through the list and you can go through the 19, 18, 17, and you can look and see how many guys that were tried by time and stayed around at Nebraska. And that's the problem. You don't have guys that have. Could you imagine if you got 5 other guys like Nash Upmonster and Ty Robinson out of the 2020 class to be playing like them? No, you wasted 5 4-star scholarships on guys who left you. So you got married to 5 different people and all 5 left you. Terrell, goodbye. I'm just saying. Keep the guys home. Make sure that we develop the guys that we have. That's the only how we win. Anyway, what else you got, Bach?
Waterboy, by the way, says Princewell, Linhart, Coleman, Emmett, Fedoni. Just naming off rattling off a few that he thinks would get some interest in the transfer portal. I think there are, some younger talents that maybe could get some interest too. So, I mean, we'll see. I do think it's impressive just to have one guy hit the transfer portal. At Ohio State, I don't know, you had the list, Terrell, earlier, where Ohio State has 8. I mean, their team's the 14. There's some rough days yesterday for plenty of teams around the country who are now scrambling to see kind of what their position groups, some of them you lose 3 out of a certain position group. It can be difficult. And so, it might not be the biggest win. I wouldn't, trade it for a win on the field or anything, but just to have one guy enter the transfer portal, one scholarship guy and one walk-on enter the transfer portal, I think so far is a win for Nebraska. Now, again, they've got some roster management stuff where eventually some of the guys might have to go there. You just don't want to lose those playmakers. Again, last year, I felt like you lost your best young prospect on offense and defense. And, you wonder, I don't know if Ernest Hausman and A.J. Allen would have led to another win, but they certainly would have led to, a little bit more upside for this team and looking forward. So I think it's huge, like you're saying, is to retain these players and to keep them around on campus. And so, the fact that is being done so far, one day into the transfer portal, I deem a success and something that's, kind of tells me, because every locker room, you're going to have guys that disagree with the coach and playing time decisions and all that. It tells me that locker room seems to be at least close together, which again is another start. Something you're going to need in how close your teams were. You guys talk about in the 90s. I was just listening to Jason Peter with Jay Foreman on Friday on Old School, and just talk about the unity and the closeness of those teams and in those position groups. And it seems like there's a little, obviously not too much comparison between the locker rooms of the 90s and now, but it seems like there's at least a closeness and a belief in the coaching staff, which obviously wasn't there by the end of the Scott Frost tenure.
No, it was a little shook up again. The top 10 recruits in Nebraska in 2020, Xavier Betts out. Xavier Watts, Notre Dame, Bronco Nagurski. Will Swanson, starting tight end at Kansas State. Javen Ducker led Memphis in rushing last year. Cole Herdmeister, Wyoming backup. Travis Tui, I think that was the coach's son. He's at Colorado State playing offensive tackle now. Joey Brash at Wyoming playing running back. Caleb Robinson at Wyoming playing defensive tackle. So your top 10 guys out of the state, I don't see one doing anything for Nebraska. Xavier Betts was a bust. Unfortunately, he was a bust. So recruiting is key. Retention is key. Retaining our players and developing, that is going to get us to where we need to be at. And by the way, Bach, going to a bowl game next year to me ain't a success. 7-5 is a success.
See, that's where I kind of was kind of thinking too, is that, in year 2, 6-6 isn't all that impressive. Again, it would be a step forward, but it's like a small step forward. And I think some people viewed this year as that. And it's hard to view, was this a successful season or not? Because you did technically win one more game, but at some point you're going to want more progress than that. It's better than taking a step back, obviously, which would be very destructive for Matt Rule if they win 4 or 3 games next year, obviously. But it's, I agree with you. I think despite in the argument for me has kind of been the longest is, if you've gone 7 years without getting to a bowl game is a success. And yes, it would be a good breath we could all take and a game that we can look forward to if they do go 6-6. But I think the expectation at some point you do have to start pushing it a little bit higher than that. And this team was, just because they were 1-5 in one possession games didn't mean they didn't have it in them to win 6. So if they win 6 next year in the second year of your roster and your rebuild, then I don't think you're taking a huge step forward. So I agree with you. I think 7 should be kind of the floor for this Nebraska football team. But again, a lot of that's going to depend on what they do at the quarterback position. If they go out and get just Sam Leavitt, I don't know if you're doing everything you can to make your team better. In my mind, Leavitt's a guy that would come in here. And again, he's been connected to Nebraska. If you're not caught up with it, Michigan State freshman transfer, played sparingly this year for the Spartans, but he's not a $1 or $2 million guy that Matt Rule was talking about. He would be more somebody to come in and push what you already have. I think Nebraska needs to find a starter, not competition, at the quarterback position. And then, then you could talk about floors and ceilings, and because if Nebraska had a quality starter this year, I think they would have gotten over the hump in one of those 6-1 possession games.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bob. Instead of going to get let's compete against each other, I need a proven guy to come in here and take the thing and lead us to where we need to go. Now, we don't need a competition where, with 3 of the guys that we had last year, or even 2 of the guys we had last year. If you're gonna bring the guy in from what school is he from?
Michigan State.
Michigan State. Yeah. You might well bring in another true quality starter, because you're only battling with Purdy on that part, and for him to be such a young kid with not that much experience, we're back in the same boat, especially without a quarterback coach to teach them the mechanics and the things they need to see and look off and call audible wise. So we need to first get a quarterback coach and then get a good quarterback for this team.
Yeah, I think you got your backups. I mean, you went out, you got Dan Kalen. I'm quite sure you can get a couple. We've got a couple walk-on quarterbacks that's going to come in. I really agree with you, Terrell and Black. We got to go get a starter now. Okay, spend the money. We're spending it on everything else. We're getting Learjets donated. I'm quite sure there's somebody with $1 million hanging, they got laying around somewhere that can go get a PTPer. Now the question is, who is it? Who is the best fit that's in the portal at quarterback for Nebraska that can come in and start and be a leader and lead that quarterback room?
Well, I think there's a lot of good fits. The problem is UCLA wants a quarterback, and USC wants a quarterback, and Ohio State might want a quarterback. I mean, so Nebraska's not going to be at the top of the list. I've said this the last couple of years, and it played out. Nebraska was getting, Casey Thompson for as much as we loved him, and it would be a solid starter. By the way, has the 7th year of eligibility. Maybe go get him. No, but he and Jeff Sims were both ranked like 18th in the in the transfer portal. If Nebraska is going to step up and spend that money, you're going to want to get a top, 8, top 9 guy in the transfer portal. Otherwise, you're going to be kind of doing the same thing you did this year, where you can get a starter, but he's not going to be of such quality that he's absolutely the guy, and you lock it down and you don't have to worry about it. It might be a similar situation to Jeff Sims. Ideally, don't go get the guy that leads the nation in turnovers. Kind of look into that sort of thing. But I don't know. I mean, unless Nebraska is willing to put that money out there to go and get, Will Howard, but you're going to have to outbid USC. You're going to have to outbid some programs that are already there. That they're just plug and play quarterback, and they're a top 25 team. So, like I said, outbid, put a little bit more money where your mouth is, because that's what Nebraska needs. We've heard for a long time before NIL that Nebraska was better situated and better prepared for this new world, and we just haven't seen the results of that. Go get a high-end quarterback, and if you can't, if you can't get the $1 million or $2 million quarterbacks, that's fine, but you still need to go get a starter. I just don't, and it's nothing against Leavitt. Maybe he'll develop fine, and I like having another guy, if you like him, down the list on as a developmental guy, but he's just not an automatic upgrade.
Well, I can tell you what, with this offense, you're gonna need a runner. But I was talking. Well, I heard a conversation with Nick back there, but DeQuan Finn from the MAC Player of the Year from where is he from? Toledo. The MAC Player of the Year has accounted for 88 touchdowns during the last 3 seasons at Toledo. Finished 11-2 in 2023. This season, Finn passed for 2,600 yards, 22 touchdowns, and ran for 563. Now, that's the dual threat quarterback that you're really kind of looking for, but you're gonna have to outbid the other teams for that. And things like this, quarterbacks like this, you got to hop on early. We can't wait till 4 or 5 other teams done made their drop on him. We need to be one of the top people that get in touch with his representatives to make that offer, because this sounds to me like a good fit of a quarterback right here for Nebraska at this time, because you're gonna run him a little bit. I don't know if Purdy can take that pounding like that, and he's a small guy. He isn't that big of a guy. So, especially playing in the Big Ten, we seen Harbaugh get hurt because his running style, run high, get hit low. So it's a lot of difference when you got a good dual quarterback like this, and having 88 touchdowns in 3 years is something we probably ain't had in a whole career at the University of Nebraska. So, you got to look at players like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, but I still don't have any names. Give me some names.
Well, again, like a Cameron Ward, probably it's somebody that Nebraska was interested when he was coming out of Incarnate Word. He was interested, but he's at the top of the list. Again, that's probably a guy that's going to go to a top-end school. Will Howard, a guy that Nebraska reportedly already visited, again, has interest from USC over there at Kansas State. Riley Leonard, a transfer from Duke. He seems pretty narrowed down to Notre Dame, so I don't think you're getting Riley Leonard. Remember, he had a tag when he went into the portal of "Do not contact me." He knows where he's going. Dante Moore, UCLA. He's a pocket passer, former 5-star. So it kind of depends on what you want there. Dylan Gabriel, the transfer from Oklahoma. He's a plug and play anywhere. Will Rogers, Mississippi State, one of the SEC's all-time leading passing leaders. Aiden Childs from Oregon State just entered the transfer portal the other day. He's a younger guy. Again, would be, a high upside guy similar to Dante Moore, but maybe, kind of closer to Sam Levitt, where not entirely proven. He played a few more games, put up a few more stats. Tyler Van Dyke from Miami 2 years ago. People thought he was going to be in the Heisman race. Didn't quite live up to that, but still a solid Power 5 starter. Kyle McCord.
I got to stop you on the Van Dyke.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 17 picks across 2 years. He's out.
That sounds like
you can't get him.
Right up that rules alley. Kyle McCord.
He's out. Listen, I like what Terrell said with the Toledo quarterback.
Yeah, Daquan Finn.
Yeah, you got to get a guy that can be as a dual threat guy, but he's a great passer and a great thinker, and he makes great decisions. You got to get a solid guy, man. Solid, not a guy who has 17 picks. Van Dyke's out. Keep going. Isn't there a quarterback from Texas that's in the portal?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, there's a quarterback from Texas, I think, that's in the portal. That just shocked me. That for one, he would even go there. When you got Arch Manning, you got Quinn Ewers, you got all these different quarterbacks that's there, and then this kid is there. I'm trying to get his name, but we'll see if we can get his name for you. But you got to get somebody that's going to help us at quarterback. Period. Go spend the money. Nobody want to hear about we don't have any money. We got it. Spend it.
When it kind of to me goes back to the Mike Riley reaction, right? Like when Mike Riley was announced as the hire, most people say, "Well, I had to go look up who that was." If Nebraska gets a quarterback and you know the name, then you got a starter. If Nebraska gets a quarterback, you got to go look him up, start watching his tape. Then then you kind of are where you're at.
I agree with that 100%. I'm trying to get this because this kid, I'm telling you, text line, look it up for me. There's a quarterback from University of Texas that got into the portal that's got like 4 years of eligibility left. And I think he was a two-way star, meaning he could run and he could pass. So we just got to get somebody that can help us, y'all.
Texas got a quarterback in there, not the backup.
Yeah, I think it's the third guy.
The third guy is Manning.
Well, Manning's really the first guy, but he's just in waiting. See, he knows we're waiting. We got to wait on it. Sounds like we're gonna go to break, Terrell. We're powered.
Bar.
Power.
Infrastructure.
Power.
Underground.
Brand.
Excavating.
Hey, the fastest 2 hours of radio just started. Listen, we'll be right back.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings. December is here, which means your stress levels are probably high as you try to wrap up year-end work tasks, attend holiday gatherings, and find the perfect holiday gift for everyone in your family. Good news! The Body Shop can relieve your stress with a massage for you and a gift card for a massage for your shopping purposes. Book an appointment for yourself or get a gift card for the holidays today at thebodyshoplincoln.com, located at 48th and A.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador online at prg-ne.com.
Hey, it's Chad with the Nutrition Authority inviting you to stop in and check out the all-new complete post-workout recovery, CPR. CPR is ideal for anyone who works out or competes and wants to maximize results. CPR can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today and try a free sample or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket studio.
Enjoy some Heavenly Waffles this December 6th at the 93.7 Ticket Studio at 1040 O Street. Parking available along 11th Street or in nearby garages.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Call your local State Farm agent Vinny Krekak at 402-474-1173.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
I'm Christy. I used to smoke cigarettes. I had smoker's cough and severe shortness of breath, and I knew I had to quit. Then I tried e-cigarettes, but I just ended up using both. I really didn't start to get better until I quit smoking completely. My tip to you is just cutting down on the number of cigarettes you smoke isn't enough.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What about the Duke kid? What's his name?
Riley Leonard.
Yeah.
Like I said with him, he entered the portal with the no contact tag, meaning he's already got a destination. So
okay,
that's gonna be tough. But just in the last minute, MAC 2022 Player of the Year Curtis Rourke from Ohio just entered the transfer portal. Of course, Nebraska's got connections to the Ohio program, so that could be another one out of the MAC to look at.
Yeah, I just wonder how do they get in touch with these guys? Like, did they hit them up on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and all that type of stuff? How does that work?
I would think so. I mean, if you have your DMs open, maybe you go ahead and drop them in there, or
jump into somebody's DM.
I'm sure you've got enough connections to give the coach a call, or somebody on staff just about anywhere.
Oh, Malik Murphy, that's him.
He has not entered the transfer portal yet.
I think he might be.
There's speculation that he will, because Quinn Ewers is planning on returning. Arch Manning, similar speculation. It's a loaded quarterback room, and in today's world, you would think one or two of those guys might leave, but I don't think it's official yet.
I'm not saying it's official at all. I just said a little birdie. That's what I was saying. Malik Murphy was exactly what I was talking about. I got a phone call about him a couple of days ago that he may be jumping into the portal by a pretty good source, and here it is. Yeah, I don't know if he is or not, but that's got to be a guy that if you want to compete, right? I mean, if you got to pay money, pay them all some money and say, hey, everybody's got to compete. To the victor goes the money. I mean, you can't you use the money to dangle? No, you can't do that. That'd be bribery. That'd be doing something unethical. I won't say that. Anyway. Brian the Hawk Farmer says SDSU guy is intriguing. Would love Toledo quarterback. How many years does the Toledo quarterback have?
I think he got one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can give it a look. I mean, he's played a while, so he might just have one. Could be
What
two. Though.
what about the SDSU quarterback? How many years?
So Finn was labeled as a junior this year, of course, in his 5th year of playing. So he would be just be a 1-year rental.
No, we don't want him. No, you got to at least have 2 years. I mean, and maybe you do want a 1-year rental if it's the best guy and it's the number one guy to help your room. But do you? Anyway, let me keep reading because the text line is all over the place here. Does the Toledo quarterback hold on to the ball? Interceptions? What's his stats?
I can look it up. It's not incredibly turnover prone. He's not a. I think he's got like. Let me look it up. So
Do you
this
think
year he had 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, with
Ain't
2,657 yards passing. Last year had 23 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. So
I like that 2-1 touchdowns to interceptions? It's better than what we've done.
well, and then
Do you
again,
think-
he's a running threat as well. So he's got like 9 rushing touchdowns 2 years ago, 7 this past year.
Do you think Purdy can develop into a starter? Hello?
Not really. He could, but the running style that we possess and what we do running offenses, I don't think his body will stand up to the pounding in the Big Ten. So, like I'm saying, he's probably a 4 to 5, 6 game starter till he start getting banged up, and then you really have to go to a young guy. So I would say halfway starter.
I think he could develop into a solid starter here and there. I just think you don't want to put all your eggs in that basket because it's still a developmental kind of hope and wish. I don't know if he's ready to be or like every game starter, like Terrell's saying. So yeah, I mean, if I mean, who knows what happens? In college football, you could go get your guy, and then 3 games in, like we saw this year, Jeff Sims, he's not your guy, or somebody gets injured. He's good to have on the roster, and I think he could develop into a starter at some point. But I just wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket.
Yeah, no, I think he could develop into a starter.
Who's that?
He's just Purdy.
Oh, I thought you were saying Jeff Sims.
No, I mean, again, we talked about this yesterday. Jeff Sims should go to safety and knock people's heads off and get drafted first 3 rounds.
Hey, what if Jeff Sims redeems himself and come back and win it in spring and then just has a Heisman campaign year?
Yeah, what bizarre world you living in?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh man, they must be playing. That sounds like a video game,
right?
Unlike the video game.
Jeff Sims 2.0.
No, it'd be like you playing. What's the first football game that came out on Nintendo?
1st and 10, huh?
Whatever it would be, that'd be like that.
Tecmo Bowl.
Stone Age. Techno Bowl. There you go. So all type of glitches and different cheat codes. C. Munden says this. I've always said Nebraska needs to stop penny pinching. Spend the damn money. It's an investment. Owners in the NFL think the same way. We also need to show our guns, spend the money for well-known names at a quarterback's coach. So go spend money and get a quarterback's coach. Spend some money.
I don't know why we want to hold on to money, because we want to be known as one of the richest schools in the NIL deals, but we're not spending anything. If you can add up Nebraska total of what they spent probably since the transfer portal has started, we're probably dead last with some other teams.
Well, I think again too, it just has to do with where Nebraska is as a program. I think if they were winning, they could win some of these bidding wars. But I don't know if you want to go to Nebraska, even if they're going to pay a few more $100 or $1,000 if Ohio State's offering, So I mean, Nebraska hasn't gotten the top guys out of the portal, I think, because they're going elsewhere. They're looking to play somewhere significant. I mean, Erdis Hausman's playing in the college football playoffs, right around the corner.
But you got Ohio State has how many guys? 6, 7 guys already in the portal. Look at those. You got 4-star, 5-star guys just leaving that program left and right. Snatch them up. Make this a competition thing. Just don't make a guy comfortable on the defensive side just because they had a good year. You still want to push them. You push them to be better, not to be just average.
So listen, Harold Spears, P-Cat, Willie, 4130, Cigar Guy, 9602, a bunch of you guys that's out there. We'll get to yours and more. Harold Spears says, calling bets a bust is a reach. Someone stepping away due to mental health is far more important than the game. I 100% agree with you on the second part of that. But when we're talking football and what a player does over his career and when he's coming out of high school and what he was as a 4-star and what he did, it was a bust for football. That's it. Not mental health, anything else. Football. And he got 2 opportunities. Hey, listen, 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show. We'll be right back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com or visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
School taught you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's the way we really tell what time of year it is in sports seasons. Football season, baseball season, or off season. But what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now. And now, and now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolateseason.com.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, They deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Today's agenda includes office meetings this morning, followed by a client lunch, then back to the office for another meeting, and ending the day with a presentation at a client's office. When you are on the go, you need an office phone that goes with you. At Hamilton, our business phone systems make it easy to sync your office phone features to your cell phone for quick and seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you need better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up.
Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Tune in to the Malone Radio Show from 9 to 10 p.m. every Sunday night to learn more about the Malone Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln. It's the Malone Radio Show every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me short. Look at me short. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown. Terrell Farley, defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bakovic.
I've talked to a few cats. They said that Bach got some game, man.
Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, PCAT says VJ is full of Kool-Aid. Nash and Ty can go anywhere and play. Terrell, you're a black shirt. You're a defensive guy. Could they go to Alabama and play?
I think with the size they got, that, you know, getting a good experience this year, that they proven that they can play in probably some kind of role in the top program. I think they'll probably look good at Michigan. So, but you can't really determine it just off by, you know, who we played, but you can determine how much heart they got and it's just the size they fit into because I think Alabama runs a 3-4 or 4-3. I'm not sure, but you know, those guys demand double teams. Now they had a great year this year. Now let's follow it back next year with a bigger role in a bigger place.
Yeah, no, I think you guys are missing my point of what I'm saying. I'm simply saying that Hut and Ty, if they went anywhere else, what kind of movement would it be? Alabama is not gonna go get Hut or Ty. Well, they got 1 year. Michigan's not gonna go get them for 1 year. The top teams are not top.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
Why would they? for 1 year.
If you have a hole and you can get a all conference level type of guys that were key pieces to the number 8 rushing defense in the nation, they would get looks if they entered the transfer portal, even from top end guys. Alabama just got some, they get the transfer portal guys too. They have bust as well. They have holes on their roster.
How many one-hit wonders, though? When I say one-hit wonders, that means that they only got 1 year to do what they're going to do, right? It's too much that goes into that. You got to get plugged into another system. It's just too much. And I think these guys are mainstays that's been around here, and for them to leave would be asinine. I think they both know that they're better at Nebraska than they could go anywhere else because they're the start or something. And I don't believe that when they look at the landscape, that them jumping in the portal and going to a sweepstakes team is smart football and smart business. When those two dudes are the best defensive linemen, like probably duo in a long time around Nebraska. I just don't, I can't see that.
But again, they're guys that could have made decisions to go pro and nobody would have batted an eye. And I would assume both of them would get drafted, maybe not high end draft picks, but that level. I think they'd get interest from a lot of different places. But again, it's few. I mean, there's not too many more guys we can name on the roster that would get that level of attention.
Yeah, I know they'll get attention. I'm just saying they won't get power. They won't get top 10 attention. They'll get attention, but not top 10. No top 10 team is going to. Now, if they were maybe the players that they're going to be next year and they had another year, okay. But you got to have a superstar, I'm telling you, if you're going to go jump into the portal and get a guy. 41330 says this. VJ, you have to stop comparing something from 30 years ago to today. Kids are different. They're brought up different. They think entirely different today. They don't want to work hard in practice. They want their spot given to them.
Correct.
I know. It's hard for me to stop comparing from 30 years ago. I'm not even comparing from 30 years ago, though, because I've been around football for the last 30 years. If you comparing the championship teams, we got a long way to go. So there's no reason for us to compare the 90s teams to what we got today. But we can look at what was the positives and what did we do to be successful. That hasn't changed in 30 years. The success that we had and what it took for us to be successful is still the same today as it was 30 years ago. We've had a young team for so many years now because we can't seem to keep guys around. How are we supposed to develop and get better if we're always starting over with new guys? Good question, Cigar. I think we already answered that. 9602 says 2024 Husker recruiting class has the top 6 players from Nebraska. I would agree with you with the exception of one, Caleb Pyfron. So you don't have Caleb Pyfron. What's funny? What's funny?
Nothing.
Yeah, you laughing over there. You got a smile on your face like something's funny. Now, if you don't want to get knocker ball, then say it.
I'm cool.
That's what I thought. All right, here we go. This is something that I spent a lot of time thinking about. This is 8757 with NIL. If the last thing Warren Buffett wanted to accomplish in his life was to have Kent State win a national championship in football, and he was willing to do and spend all of his money if needed, could he do it? If so, how many years would you think it to take? Kent State.
He's basically just throwing out a team, just anywhere.
If he just threw the money and said, here's a blank check, it will probably take 5 years.
Well, it depends on who the coach is, too, though.
Yeah.
Well, again, I mean, look at Texas A&M. I mean, that's they're the closest example of that. They got the #1 recruiting class. They hired a national championship head coach. And where are they now? Looking to start over with Mike Elko. You can try to buy a team, and I think you'd certainly, you'd get a lot of attention and you'd probably improve where they were, but it doesn't.
You'd be a TCU, just get blown out 66-7 in the national championship game.
Right. Willie says this: love you, Captain, but you're wrong. Those two could go anywhere they wanted. They went where they wanted to go, Nebraska. So I'm just looking at it from a perspective. They wouldn't have made that. That would be the most boneheaded decision to go somewhere else by those two guys. And I'm glad that Ty came back and both those guys are coming back, because it does one thing for us: solidifies our defensive line, defensive tackle room for sure, which was the best, probably the best, one of the better rooms on this team. South Packer Dan says, I can't imagine the black shirt getting a turnover belt after an interception.
Mm-hmm.
Would you wear
it? Oh yeah, it'll stay mine.
Yeah.
Every game is one of mine.
You guys wish you were in the prop era, the turnover chains, the seats,
the turnover chair, the king.
You like the king?
I'd have been the king. Sitting up there.
I don't. I just don't.
I always thought Nebraska,
because tight ends, they don't celebrate. I mean, Travis Kelce is the only tight end you probably see that got good moves. Now the rest of them tight ends probably was stiff. Tony Gonzalez, Rashawn, people like that. So
don't talk about Tony Gonzalez. That's an all-pro.
Yeah. Hey, he put you in the same. He just said put you in the same sentence there. Nice
nothing against.
What do you mean? Him, I went against Tony Gonzalez when I was at Kansas City on special teams.
I'm not saying it like that.
Well, what are you saying, Todd?
I'm saying we talking about like turnover chains. I said no tight end can celebrate probably like Travis Kelce. I mean, tight ends are not very danceable guys. We don't see that out of too many of them. Especially like Shannon Sharp didn't do nothing but talk. So. You tight end guys are just playing guys.
Spiking. They're like Gronk.
Yeah,
See, that's the problem, though. What one team do you know that's got these gimmicks in football? The turnover chains and the this belts and you go sit on a chair. You go sit in the chair and you go sit in the chair during the game. See that which team won? Who? Which team that's got all this shenanigans going on is winning championships?
Well, Georgia had what they call them, the spikes on the shoulder pads.
Yeah, they've got something. I can't remember what it is they give it. I think it might be spikes.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wish Nebraska
during the game. Game?
Yeah.
Well, you just wear it on the sideline, and all your buddies get around. You take a picture, and that's what a lot of places are doing. I think Nebraska should have sleeves with bones on them. That whoever had the latest turnover, they get just
give them a big dog bone. You know what I'm saying?
Just a giant bone.
Give them two bones and they just throw it together like this.
Black them together.
Yeah. The boneyard.
You know what? It's all televisionalized, if that's a word. It's all fake. It's all fiction. No one wants to put the work in. We want all these sideshows. Sideshows don't win football games.
It's good for college football. This is $1 billion business. So, this is better than the NFL, which I think college football is. But, it's entertaining to see things like that when it goes down.
No, we win. Winning games is what drives college football and your money.
No,
winning games.
It's the matchup.
Nobody care about no turnover chain.
No, it's the excitement of the game, for sure. Just because Nebraska not winning, you can't take the fun out of Nebraska. I mean, college football for everybody else.
I'm not taking the fun out of it. You know what's fun?
Yeah, you sound like an old grumpy man right now.
Winning is fun. Is better than chain.
It's fun, but it's all about just playing the game. If you love the game of football, some people say it's people that lost all their life can't be on teams that good. But you know what? At least they're out there having fun playing football. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whenever sideshows win football games,
let
me know.
I played on a lot of sorry. Like my JUCO team, we were sorry, but I was playing the game I loved. That's why I played it at that kind of pace and to get better. so I can go somewhere else better, and that worked out. But I played on the team 5-6, 6-7, and 7-5. And I was in Canada. We was 3-8, 3-15.
Did they give
But
you
you
a
know what?
turnover chain?
No, just got paid for it though. That was the only part about that. But
Correct.
football is just a game you love. You can't play it forever. Some can't go past 12th grade, and it's just something that we just grown to love.
Whatever. Yeah. South Packers.
Everybody can't be a national champion, Rashawn. Everybody can't.
We know that, but if that's what you're striving to be in college football, right? Every team wants to be the champion, right? It only can be one. You got 4 teams that's playing for the championship. Only one of them are going to win it. So and I can almost bet you all 4 of those teams, I bet they ain't got no turnover chain. I bet they don't have all that old shenanigan going on that's been going on the sideline.
They might. I mean, I think we're overlooking it. You might. I mean, this is
Alabama.
This is like alternate
Alabama.
jersey.
Nick Saban letting them wear turnover chains.
A lot of teams started doing or having something like that. I think Michigan might.
Georgia did it. I mean, they
Georgia
won
did it,
two years back to back. They won.
It doesn't mean you're not going to win or you're not going to or you're going to lose. Obviously, if you're a losing program and you're doing it, you look silly. But but there are
look like the
teams that
University
do that.
of Miami.
Yeah. But it's just something to get players excited and get the defensive unit going. I think we're overlooking into it. It doesn't, to me, equate to wins and losses too much.
Yeah, well, I'll ask you this question, and everybody in Texas land: you want to be good or you want to be great? Because the great ones do what the good ones won't do. There's a lot of good football players. Very few great ones coming out of high school. There's a lot of good college football players. Very few great ones that make it into the NFL. If you catch my drift. Back to the text line. Thunder Not Collins says this: Nebraska is failing at the sideshow thing. Just look at Sunday's halftime show.
People really are against those inflatable guys dancing around.
Tongue hanging out his mouth.
Yeah. Did they pay somebody to do that, or are those just like backup little reds they got in a storage somewhere?
Oh no, they pay for that. That outfit probably goes around the country and does that.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what we decided to do for our halftime show. No wonder why we got blown out by 29.
Biggest in-state game of the year.
No, Thunder Not College. They didn't volunteer. They got paid. They're paid. 5348 says, I don't think you realize how rich Warren Buffett is. He could give each and every kid on the roster $1 billion. Okay. So somebody might need to get to Warren Buffett.
That's been a riddle for Nebraska football for decades now.
Why ain't Warren Buffett gave $1 billion to the program?
That's just not what he's in, not what he's into.
Him and Coach Osborne, well, he's giving a lot of money to a lot of things now as far as his philanthropy work. But him and Coach Osborne is pretty doggone cool. I mean, I'm just saying, we need there's a windfall, I guess, in the $450 million renovation. You talking about he could give $1 billion to every kid on the team. How about just give $1 billion to the program? What would that do? And then probably get some. Okay, I got to go back to this. I'm off of that one. 8729 says, dang, Captain. Let the players have some fun once in a while. It's a hype thing to get others pumped up.
Yeah, the offensive guys, they don't have that in them, Bob. They don't know how to celebrate.
Yeah, you celebrate when you get in the end zone.
That's right.
You celebrate, hand the ball back to the ref, run back to the huddle, and act like you've been there before and do it all.
Celebrate when you stop a team on 4th down. You celebrate when you get off the field and 3 and out. You celebrate the win. You celebrate as a team.
Throw it to break. That's the smartest thing you said all day today.
Yeah. Captain's talking crazy. This is 93.7. We'll be right back.
Crazy. Long Beach to Compton. Always up to no good.
Crazy.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Today's agenda includes office meetings this morning, followed by a client lunch, then back to the office for another meeting, and ending the day with a presentation at a client's office. When you are on the go, you need an office phone that goes with you. At Hamilton, our business phone systems make it easy to sync your office phone features to your cell phone for quick and seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you need better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Are you looking for some holiday fun? This year, start a new tradition. Make the Nebraska Christmas Light Show experience an annual event for your family and a cherished memory to look forward to every year. From Black Friday to January 3rd, buckle up and tune into the rhythm of the lights and let the magic of Christmas take over with the show. Now located at Star City Shores, just off of 27th and Highway 2. Buy your tickets for just $20 or $25 per car today at NebraskaChristmasLightShow.com.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket Studio.
Enjoy some Heavenly Waffles this December 6th at the 93.7 Ticket Studio at 1040 O Street. Parking available along 11th Street or in nearby garages.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
School taught you all about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, and so on. And then there's the way we really tell what time of year it is in sports seasons. Football season, baseball season, or off season. Well, what's the chocolate season? Well, it's now. And now, and now, and always. Whether you're looking for a caffeinated pick-me-up on the way to work, a little snack on the way home, or you need the perfect gift that's sure to be appreciated, it's time for the chocolate season. 40th and Old Cheney, or order ahead at thechocolatseason.com.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings. Husker fans, the Nebraska women's basketball team battles the Indiana Hoosiers on Sunday, January 7th at Pinnacle Bank Arena, and they want to see you there. Help them pack PBA as they retire Jordan Hooper's jersey, host a team reunion for the 2013 and 2014 teams, and give your Huskers a true home court advantage. For tickets, go to huskers.com/tickets or call 1-800-8-BIG-RED. Come early and get your very own replica Jordan Hooper jersey retirement banner while supplies last. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Take away from the kids.
I'm not taking away from the kids. Stop it. Now listen, can we get Hucklebuck to ask Uncle Warren Buffett for $1 billion? How would Hucklebuck ask for that $1 billion from Warren Buffett?
Then we have to make a turnover change for that.
Okay, that's fine. But if we got the $1 billion, how would Hucklebuck ask?
I mean, you're a half a you're 500,000, you're 500 million from $1 billion. So you don't need my help. You need to spend some of it.
Can you just give me Hucklebuck asking for?
Why would you need $1 billion? You got 500 million in the bank right now. I mean, there's no other school with $1 billion in their NIL.
Oh, please. All those Texas schools. I bet a bunch of those Texas schools. You anytime you can write a $176 million check, you got money. And present it at halftime before you fire your coach. You got money. You don't think they got billions of dollars down there in Texas? Look at Texas roster. You don't think they got billions of dollars? Please.
Yeah, it depends. I think probably Oregon's up there. They got Nike. So there's a whole bunch of them different up there.
Mouth of the South says, talk smack and get slapped. This was the 30th. I had to say this. VJ says, show up to the station and let's talk about it. I know exactly what that was. If Warren gave us $1 billion, we would use it on drones and little red costumes for halftime shows instead of NIL deals. Notorious B.I.B., he's not going to do Hucklebuck. He's not going to ask Warren in his Hucklebuck voice for the $3 billion.
No, it doesn't seem so.
No, he's being a party pooper today. Big Ty says Warren Buffett is a huge Creighton fan. I thought he was a Husker football fan too. Bubba says, is it because Warren Buffett is Bluebird? I thought Warren Buffett was a Jay Husker. Oh, y'all don't want Warren Buffett's money because he's a Jay Husker?
Well, I'd take his money one way or the other.
Oh, is that why?
It's just that he's not going to give it to you. So,
Robbie and Iowa says, I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm also not a fan like in the NFL when a D gets a turnover, they all take off to the end zone and do something. I tell my 12-year-old boy, if and when you do something good, just act like you've been there before. Nowadays, you got a lot of these kids doing all the crazy celebrations. Maybe I'm old school, Robbie and Iowa. He old school, Bot?
He is old school. I mean, the NFL for a while was called the No Fun League because they were punishing that stuff, and now they've probably let it go the other way a little too much. I'd probably agree with that. I'm a little bit old school myself, but again, sometimes we forget we're playing a game, we're having fun. Like to Charles' point, and it is a business and it's serious, and there's a lot of jobs and all that sort of stuff on the line. So that's why you kind of you want to take it a little bit more seriously. But at the end of the day, it is a kid's game and it's fun.
Yeah. You used to like Ocho Cinco doing his every dance in the end zone, Terrell Owens. You used to like that stuff, didn't you, Bob?
Yeah, I enjoyed that stuff.
Yeah.
In the NFL, that's acceptable.
Hand the ball to you.
That's acceptable in the NFL. I don't think it's necessarily when you're losing, it's acceptable. Right? Just like to me, the mouthpieces shouldn't be acceptable. Now, win some games, you can dangle your mouthpiece all you want to. But when you're losing, all this side stuff and we're taking the discipline of football out of the game. That's why we can't win.
Well, I think I think next year when we do the Big Ten media day, you need to go talk to the Big Ten commissioner. See, can you be an advocate for these mouthpieces?
Well, I just want to ask whoever
Just
the
have 10
big.
different teams without mouthpieces in during the game, and you got them.
I just want to ask the Big Ten head of refs, head of officials, can we get Jay Gates on the phone? I know Jay Gates told us, but geez, this is getting out of hand. What is the message that you sending these little kids? What's the message? Oh, you can play without your mouthpiece in. And if anybody tells me that they're playing with two mouthpieces, you're lying. They're not. They don't have mouthpieces in their mouth. I haven't seen one play with two mouthpieces. One got a mouthpiece in his mouth and then the mouthpiece hanging. Like, come on. That's sideshow stuff. That's the stuff that if I'm telling my son to watch football, I got 2 grandsons. I'm gonna tell them, hey, watch football. And when they get old enough, they ask me, hey, Grandpa, what's going on with the mouthpiece? What's my answer to them?
If they have 2 of them?
In Little League, I want to do that too. No, they're going to get a penalty. I know you guys think I'm a party pooper, but it takes discipline to win football. All of the fun and game stuff, man, we can take all that out. That's the problem. We wasn't doing all that old celebration stuff. Farley, we celebrated as a team. If you score, I was waiting for you to come off. I was on the sideline waiting for you to come off. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, now you don't want to answer. You know what?
We see you.
What?
We have evidence. Yes, you were.
Evidence of what?
Nothing. Celebration.
Yeah, I didn't mean to grab your cakes like that. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, I didn't. And it was on TV.
I mean, we had little celebrations, but Coach Osborne, he'll stop it. I remember Mike Foreman did a little high stepping in the end zone against K-State. I did a little something against Texas Tech. You know, Coach said something, and we really don't get them chances like that much. So we just do a little quick something. Not nothing you can really tell from the crowd, but a player can tell it though.
Man, I wish you would dance with Coach Osborne.
Not dance.
Lance Brown did a backflip in the Oklahoma game, but he did it on the sideline. He ran all the way to the sideline, then did the backflip. Okay, good. That's cool. He just did a backflip. But, and we're winning games. But if you telling me that Coach Osborne is wrong about celebrating and telling us not to celebrate, you celebrate on Saturday night after the game and you won. That's when the celebration happens.
I think we need to make a turnover corn.
A corn cup.
Yeah. A corn chain.
Okay, so Ohio Huskers says this. The thing with celebrating the Huskers don't do is throw the bones when the defense makes big plays. Oh, how long has that been our celebration? Are we throwing the bones? How many bones have you saw? Because Adam Carricker says, always remember to throw the bones.
Yeah, I see it a few times every year. It's maybe not as much as people would like, but it's a special moment you see, especially for like in-state kids when they get a tackle finally and like the first of their career, they get excited to throw the bones. So, I think it's cool.
Terrell, were you a bone thrower after a play?
Not really.
Do you ever remember throwing the bones on the field?
A couple of times.
But I know Jason.
Yeah,
Christian.
the defensive line guys, they do it a lot. They make a big play and they get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, those big guys do it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. Get back to that. That's nothing you can say. You're not going nowhere. That's what that means. I like that part. I like that. I don't like let me get a chain. Man, what? That's the problem. That's the problem when you give young men money. We want to go and buy. I said we want to go and buy the latest and greatest diamonds and chains and all the stupid stuff that's not going to help you in life. So we're promoting that on the sideline. We're promoting it, celebrating and individualized. Come on, man. I don't want to be.
That was Miami that started it, and that's kind of their culture.
Well, look at Miami now. Not that they're not coming back, but when was the last time they won a championship?
Let me read this. Let me find this thing again.
Okay, let me know when you find it. I'm gonna read another one. We need a corn head that fans should wear. We need a corn head that fans wear, put on the sideline, painted in gold, and wear after a turnover.
That's not a bad idea. Those corn hats, I like that.
Okay, so Miami started it off with the turnover chain. Oregon came out with its on turnover chain. Kennesaw State followed it with low rent turnover plank. So they just had a plank that they used to hold. Florida State did it with a backpack, the turnover backpack. Memphis football do the turnover robe. So the Greenways, who the Greenways? Tulane. They do the beads, the turnover beads.
And Colorado had that.
Colorado has the turnover throne.
Throne.
So,
that's right.
Yeah, what happened to Colorado?
Louisville has the turnover gloves. So
no championship caliber team you didn't name one. Florida State, you can't count them because they didn't have enough respect for Florida State to get to put them in the playoffs, even though they was undefeated.
Alabama has the belt with a big. It's like a heavyweight championship belt with the Alabama logo on it. So Alabama does have a prop for it.
Yeah, and they fell off. They fell off too.
Oh, they fell off, huh?
Yeah, well, they might win the championship this year because they backdoored their way in. But and I'm not gonna tell you that they're not gonna win this championship because they're my favorite to win it. I don't know why. I like Michigan, but they're my favorite to win it just on paper. And being in that environment and knowing how to win games in that situation. Remember, Georgia's not there anymore. Wild Bill sells this. So you're telling me you didn't buy a chain and diamond once you got money? I find that hard to believe. I just said I was one of them. But that don't make it right. Maybe if I had a father, he would have said to me, hey, son, don't be a dummy with your money. You might want to invest. You might want to buy a property. You might want to do something smart. But all the jewelry I've ever bought while I was in college, in the pros, I have none of it. None. It's lost. What are you guys talking about?
Trust trying to show you.
Remember how we used to put the phone to the camera? I thought it was like
there's no camera anywhere up here.
So you can see the turnover belt Alabama got.
Let me see. You can put it up. Hold it up. Where your mic is.
I can zoom in on it.
Yeah, zoom in on him. Show the people the Alabama turnover belt. You get a belt. Zoom in on that.
There it is.
Wow. They get that during the game, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's what gets them motivated, okay. It ain't gonna work here in Nebraska, though.
Got to do something to get the kids hyped.
Yeah, but you ain't hyped to play football?
Some people got to get hyped.
Some people got to know how to get people hyped.
That's what the captains are for. Take us out, Captain.
93.7 The Ticket. I'm with
the black shirt
and
Bach.
We'll be right back.
It's the captain's job to get them right.
Are you looking for some holiday fun? This year, start a new tradition. Make the Nebraska Christmas Light Show experience an annual event for your family and a cherished memory to look forward to every year. From Black Friday to January 3rd, buckle up and tune into the rhythm of the lights and let the magic of Christmas take over with the show. Now located at Star City Shores, just off of 27th and Highway 2. Buy your tickets for just $20 or $25 per car today at NebraskaChristmasLightShow.com. There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals, and get your lift with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the holiday season is upon us, and wow, do we have some really awesome incentives to share with you. Right now at Koppel, we're offering 0.9% interest rates or $6,000 off select Chevrolet and GMC models. Yes, you heard right, 0.9% or $6,000 off select new models. In addition, Costco customers can get special incentives for this entire month. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street or check us out at KoppelCars.com. You'll be glad you did. All offers include trade-in bonus with approved credit.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through December 5th is spend $75 and get a 2-pound prepackaged pecano roast for free. Limit 3 per visit while supplies last. Also, through the 5th, get 20% off all cheese and crackers. Don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote control cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, UGG, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3, get 1 free on Smart Wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy person in your life. Brown Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln. Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yes. What time is it, Buck?
It's 11:52, and it is almost SoCal Taco time for us here at The Ticket. Thanks to SoCal over at 1140 O Street for dropping off some tacos for us today at The Ticket. Go ahead and stop over there and eat your lunch or whatever you really want to eat. You can do it for dinner. They're delicious. They're perfect type of spice for me. I like a little bit of spicy. They've got a nice spicy taco. Oh, I know.
Taco Tuesday.
That's right.
Yes. And tomorrow from 8 to 11, Heavenly Waffles will be in the studio.
That's right.
So if you're not busy tomorrow, come down and eat some waffles with your boys. We'll definitely go get you some tacos and some Philly cheesesteaks from SoCal, and there go Dave.
That's right.
Behind Starter Heyman's in the alley over there.
Well, Derek in the car, you come to get you some Heavenly Waffles, and I think if me and the black shirt will be able to sign your license plate. He's got a Husker license plate. You'll sign it, won't you? You'll sign it, won't you, big superstar? Terrell Farley?
Yes, for Sean Jackson.
There you go. See, I think that's what's exciting is signing autographs for the young people. I don't see that enough.
I don't know if Derek in a car is young. He could be an older, maybe a collector.
No, I'm talking about now. I don't see players hanging out, signing autographs for all the kids. Not enough. That's the excitement, man. These little dudes want to be you one day. One day they want to be like Terrell Farley. Terrell Farley going to be like some NBA players I know and walk right by the fan and not give him a high five. You got to feel the energy, man. You got to feel it.
That's funny you say that, because I was, one game I was kind of amazed when I got off the van. You get off the bus and you start walking and you see people with your jersey on, and I was like, oh my God, so it kind of freaked me out at first, but then, you come to reality. You're like, okay.
Do you see a lot of 43s back in the day?
I have.
That's awesome.
I have, yes.
Bummer from Colton, South Dakota says this. I'm with the captain on this one. I like seeing great play. The X's and O's. All well executed play where every player does his job is all the entertainment I need. Terrell.
I think that's old school.
Well, that's y'all old school theory. But when I can guarantee you that if I block a punt, I'm gonna get up and show you. If I score a touchdown on an interception, I'm gonna show you.
You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't never did nothing in the end zone besides have them come jump on your head. Have your other teammates come jump on your head.
Video.
What you do?
Just go watch it. Just watch it.
Spike the ball?
No, just watch it. Okay. As a matter of fact, I got hit with a tortilla chip while I was coming past the end zone. They was throwing a little tortilla, the little flour kind, about that big. They was throwing them at me. So,
that was all throughout the game. Was that throughout the game or just then?
Well, I scored. So, you only had to, you got to be in the end zone to feel it. So.
Oh, I'm going to go look at it too. Right when we get off the show, I'm looking at it because I don't know if I necessarily remember that.
Yeah, I don't.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us what you did?
Well, I was doing a little high step, and then I got hit with a tortilla, and I picked one up and I threw it back at him. So
in the Texas Tech game?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Why would I lie, Sean?
I don't know. I didn't say you would lie.
Well,
I just said that I wanted to. Me. I want to see that. Can I enjoy the excitement?
You want receipts, huh?
Yeah, can I enjoy the excitement of you throwing a potato chip back at somebody?
Well, it wasn't a potato chip. It was
yeah. It was a what? A taco.
Oh my God. I'm done, Bob. Some people, do you what's wrong with your headphones?
I don't have any headphones.
I'll get you some new ones. Rallo got some kind of device in there. After 30, 45 days, they go bad. After 45 uses, they don't last long.
I tell you what, if you ask Warren Buffett for $1 billion in your Huckabuck voice,
why would I? I don't even know Warren Buffett.
Huh?
He's traveling with Alabama now.
We wish it on a star. Right? You never know. He could be listening to us. He might find the music.
He's at Alabama's practice right now. They're practicing for a championship.
I got to see this before we get off the air, just because I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Well, you got to see the game, not a video part, but you got to see the whole, like the actually ABC copy, something like that.
But I'm saying you're talking about when you scored that fast touchdown?
Yes.
Was that 95?
96.
Okay, so early in the game, was that the first touchdown we scored?
Yeah. First play of the game, sir.
Oh, wow. Dang. That's okay. So this is what we were talking about the other day, right? Oh, there you go. There you go, Terrell. Let's see if VJ, a young VJ, I was playing in this game. Let's see if I give you any juice, Terrell Farley.
Don't grab his butt again.
I'm watching it right now, ladies and gentlemen, just because I got to see it. Terrell Farley's to the left. He's looking. Oh, he picks up the ball. Johnny on the spot, 35-15, 10, 5, 10, touchdown. Terrell Farley high steps into the end zone. Now he's waving like this, though. He's doing this right here. He's waving. This was his celebration. Hold up. When he got to the sideline is when it went nuts. Everybody goes nuts at the sideline. Okay? Terrell went nuts on the sideline. But after he scored, he high-stepped. Talking about you didn't get hit with no chip.
You got to see it when I get
I'm watching it.
You can't see, dude. You don't see him throwing them in the end zone. They're throwing.
Is it on tape?
Yeah,
tortilla?
it's on tape. Yeah.
I'm watching. Listen, I'm watching you. I see the chips on the ground.
Yeah, okay. They was throwing them. Okay.
You said you picked the chip up, though.
Oh, no, I kind of exaggerated that part. But they actually, hey, I told you I did high step in the end zone, though.
You did, but let me go ahead and give you the play call again. Okay, so here we go. Texas Tech crazy. It's Texas Tech is in a 3-by-1 to the left. They have one there under center, one tailback. So in their spread, trips left set. Okay. Terrell Farley, by the way, we got 1, 2, 3. It's the 4-down lineman set. Doug Coleman is offset to the right. I think that's Doug over there. And then Terrell Farley's offset to the left. The play is a handoff to Brian Hanspar, who gives it up, gets blown up. First of all, he was blown up by none other than who? Take a guess. Bow. Oh, my goodness. Blew up. Grant Winstrom and Jason Peter absolutely annihilated him. And then here, Johnny on the spot. Terrell Farley making plays. Johnny end zone. Didn't get hit with a chip. And his celebration was this. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Terrell's celebration after he had the fastest score in Husker history. He was just flopping his hands like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just that's all you did. You high step and you flopped around.
That's our new dance.
Yeah, we'll end it with the Terrell Farley flop dance or the T-Rex dance. That was his celebration. Look at him looking at it.
I'm gonna show Bob.
Other shows they be lacking.
Hey, so let me just give you a quick stat before we go.
All you gotta do is just come through.
Here we go.
Well, I guarantee that you'll be loving
that
every
season.
About the sport teaching
Nebraska scored 56 points off 12 turnovers.
It'll never be the same.
How many games do we win if we get 56 points off 12 turnovers this year?
It'll never be the same.
Probably almost all of them. Michigan probably would have beat us by a couple, but my point. What, Terrell? Get us out of here until you say what you're going to say.
You go ahead. You take us out. Me and Bach is looking.
Yeah, look at it. And you
all right. This is a fastest 2 hours in radio, 93.7 The Ticket, The Captain Show. I am the black shirt, and I'm with
Buck.
And who?
The Captain.
We'll see you tomorrow. Heavily Waffles Wednesday, The Ticket, 93.7.
I'm right.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote control cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, UGG, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3, get 1 free on Smart Wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy person in your life. Brown Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options.